Hello, in this video we'll talk about how video games shorten your life. They do not specifically shorten your, if you was meant to live 70 years, you will still live 70 years even if you play video games. But what I mean by shortening your life is that your perception of life, it shrinks while you play video games. Let me explain you why. In the past, I was a huge video games fan. I played video games every single day for almost all of the day for in the course of probably like 4 years, like at least 3. And this period of my life, now it seems like I lived it like in one day. Whole 3 years I lived in one day. In comparison with the period of my life, for example, when I had tremendous amount of social relationships, okay, I was out every day, I was talking to different people almost every day, and life was fun. And this year, it seemed like 10 years, okay? While this period when I played video games every day and didn't communicate with anyone almost, it seemed like one day. Why is there such a difference? Let me explain you. The thing about video games is that most of the time when you play a video game, okay, any, which you enjoy, very important, which you enjoy, you kind of go into this flow state. And you know what flow state is? It's when you do not think. You're just there, okay? You're just playing and you do not think. Your mind is kind of, plugged in. If you imagine your conscious, like a wire, for example, you just plug this wire into this video game. You're connected. And your time perception, it goes off. And you may, like if you're a video gamer, probably you will relate to this. Absolutely you will relate to this. Because imagine if you not imagine, okay, I will tell like the situation from my past. I had a period of 1 week where I played, when I played this Crusader Kings 2 game. And the thing is that how my day looked every day, how every day of this week looked. I woke up, I had my breakfast, I went to the computer, I plugged myself in the video game, and I played it till it's probably like 3 a.m. And then I just go sleep because like I'm like fucking zombie, And that continued over a week. And this week, it's just in the end, you look back, you're like, whoa, whole day passed, whole week passed. You just end up, you woke up, it was almost like it was morning, it was shining outside, and then you like plug out of the computer and oh, it's 3 a.m. Like, what the fuck happened? The day is gone. Boom. And the thing is that if you continuously live like that, you will just burn your fucking life. Not in a, not in a sense of just killing your years or something, but in a sense of perception of time. It will just go away. And not only time, by the way, yeah, of course, if you just play video games, your life will not change to better at all, and you will probably experience like this decay, Your life will be something like you was there, you was younger, you was healthier, and this is like a decay throughout the years. This is what I experienced. Probably you will get good in video games if you play them a lot. Probably you will be an Espotsman or something. But if you look at the most of Espotsmen, the thing about Espotsman is that almost all of them, they look like fucking dorks. I don't want to offend anyone, but they actually do. Let's be fair. There are some persons like Pasha Biceps or Zeus from Navi, Counter-Strike, who look good, who take care of their physique and stuff, but majority of people who play video games, they look like aliens, okay? They look like they do not take care of themselves at all. You know why? Because they think, oh, I'm good, okay? I'm young, I'm healthy, I don't need to do anything. And then they plug in every day in this video game. And then at one point, they just realize that, oh my god, 5 years are gone. Or they don't realize it, I don't care. They just waste all of their time and they think they have a lot of time in their life. Like 5 years is a whole lot of time, yes? But for them, when you are a video gamer and you play video games every day, throughout the day, you know, these 5 years is worth actually like 3 months or something. Like, I don't know the precise numbers, it is just about perception. But what I want to say that, you know, I will take my notebook right now. I'll show you. I'll draw some things too. So, this is your lifespan, okay? Imagine, this is your birth, this is your death. This is an actual lifespan of, let's say, 100 years, okay? Let's be optimistic. My pen went off, one moment. 100 years. So you have this, line of 100 years. So, but you are a human and you have conscious. So you perceive this line differently. You can perceive it, let's say that you are a pretty extroverted person, you have a very interesting life, every day of your life is not like it was yesterday. It's just different. All of this fun experience, maybe you're a rock star, okay? You're a celebrity. You became a celebrity at a very young age, like Justin Bieber or someone. And for these people, this lifespan of 100 years, it will seem like I don't have enough space here, but let's imagine this, as this whole thing, I don't know if you can see, so this whole thing will seem like 1,000 years, let's say. Although it is actually 100 years. But if you are a person, for example, like you're going 9 to 5 every day, you're playing video games, you go to 9 to 5 and then you come back from 9 to 5 and you plug yourself into TV or video games or you watch series or whatever, and you live like that like 80% of the year, and this lifespan of 100 years will actually seem like 10 years. Once again, for example, these are not precise numbers. This will seem like that because you just do the same thing over and over again. And in my past, I thought about it a lot because, like kind of every single day it reminded me of the previous day. They were almost the same. I mean, I woke up, I had some coffee, breakfast, I went and played some video games, just generic boring stuff, and every day is like that, whether it's winter, summer, autumn, whatever, and it felt like time is running through my fingers. It's just like sand, okay? It's flushing away. And I was Googling it. I was Googling how to stop. If you played Crusader Kings 2 or Europa Universalis 4, there are different speeds, you know. I will draw it right now. You can play the game at different speed. It's like there are some events occurring, and you may speed this up, or you may play. Okay, for example, it has 5 speeds. This game has 5 speeds, and on the lowest speed, events just occur like normally, but on the highest speed, it's like 5 times faster. The events are the same, but it's 5 times faster. Your perception of the game, it accelerates. So same thing in life. You may actually use the acceleration, or you may slow down your life, your perception, to be completely precise, your perception of life. So, if you're currently playing video games, like, you know, there is this guy who played World of Tanks. He was a streamer, like cool Espotsman and stuff. And he played this game for like 10 years or something, and he streamed almost every day. And I respect this guy a lot. But it seems to me, like, I watched him recently, some old translations and some new translations. And yeah, by the way, he just quit it. A year ago or something, he just was so fucking tired of all of this. He just quit streaming, quit playing. And it seems like, you know, he obviously had fun streaming and playing every day. He obviously made a good amount of money throughout this 10 years. But it seems for me, because I actually can relate to this kind of. I also played video games a lot. I also took place in some tournaments and stuff. But it seems to me like he just regrets every moment of this, because these 10 years, they just went away and there is nothing left. And, you know, it's just sad to realize that you are now 10 years older and you achieved nothing. And yeah, because, you know, these viewers on stream and this money, it comes and goes. It comes and goes, you know, and in the end, you just do not really have anything. It's just a temporary stuff. And when you finally realize that, oh my god, I wasted 10 years of my life, it is horrible to realize that. You're thinking like, oh my god, how could I be so stupid to not understand it in the process? So, try to, if you want, you may try to slow down your life. I already told you how. Just exclude things which are okay. I got this sad vibe from this from filming this video, so I'm just a bit off. Yeah, just from my experience, I tell you this: you will probably regret playing video games, any video games ever, because it's just a, you know, how do you call this? I forgot. Funnel. Okay, this is a funnel where you put your time and it just disappears. That's like a black hole. It just sucks your time and it gives you nothing in return, actually. Because, yeah. There is another story about this guy. You can actually Google him, Colento. He played Hearthstone. He was the coolest sportsman in Hearthstone. And he played it for 10 years also, not 10, like 8 years, and he was so popular and stuff. But in the end, he also disappeared somewhere. He just... And he... You know, the thing about esportsmen, they look just the same or even worse. Once again, because they were young, They played all the time. They did nothing productive in terms of enhancing their appearance or getting knowledge, and they are getting old and they look worse than they used to. So, yes, this series or films, by the way, is just the same thing as video games in essence. So if you play video games, try to limit watching TV. By TV, I mean even like a normal TV, or if you watch some films and series on computer, try to limit your video games time or just get over with it, because it really sucks your time. It's a black hole. It's just an ending. And you know, like if you watch some series, for example, sometimes it may be okay, especially with people, if you watch it together. But you kind of, once again, you plug in, you watch this series for 1 hour, you plug out, boom, you have 1 hour less in your life. So guys, do not waste your time on such crap. Do not even waste your time on self-improvement content. I'll tell you this, don't, like, it's okay to spend some time on this, but do not really spend a lot. Do not spend a lot of time on reading books. And for example, guys, reading books is also a big black fucking hole, because you need to be really cautious about what books you read, because there are books, if there are no non-fiction books, they're just the same. No, not non-fiction, but fiction books. They are just the same as video games or series or TV. This is just another black fucking hole, which sucks your time. You had this, like, okay, let's say 30 hours, and you invested it in this book, fictional book, which bring you zero value. Once again, you just threw out your 30 fucking hours of your life on nothing. Why? Why do you do that? Stop. Just don't. You know, like, I have a huge library in this house. This is the house of my ancestors, by the way. And they used to read tons of books. My grandmother actually worked at a library. My grandfather was a, how do you say that? Okay, we may call him a philosopher. It's okay. He wasn't actually a philosopher, but he kind of can relate to that. So there are tons of books in this house, probably thousands. And I see them, I look at them as just black freaking holes. This is the dead time, this out there. And in terms of actually useful books, probably it's like 1% of books like which actually will make your life better, which will give you knowledge which is useful in your life. And the same thing applies to YouTube. For example, for even self-improvement content, because 99% of self-improvement content will not change your life at all. If it could even make it worse, to be fair, because there are so many fitness channels on YouTube who will just say bullshit, who will just fuck up your body if you apply these advices from people who know fucking nothing about how to look good. And I want you to realize that yeah, just be cautious about what content you consume, and don't really trust this. Don't even trust me, okay? No, I would say like trust people who have something which you want in life, who look in the way which you want to look, because they actually know. Sometimes, sometimes they don't. Just, yeah. Probably it's just luck to find someone who is actually capable of telling you what exactly you should do with your life to get better. Because in this fucking stream of garbage on the YouTube or internet in general, there is this one golden piece, or not one but many, but it is like 0.01% of information, and you need to actually look for it. You need to struggle for it, and in the end maybe you will find it. Maybe you will not. Who knows? It depends on amount of luck probably that person has in his life. And persistence. You need to be persistent, of course, to find this, to get good things finally. Because probably most of the people, they're not persistent enough to just move through this whole stream of fucking crap. They're not able to do that. But if you are persistent enough, if it is your life sense, if you have no other purpose in your life that could drive you away from this, you will finally at one point find this golden piece, I believe. Kind of what happened to me, in a sense. Yeah. This will be a long video, I suppose. This is already long, like 22.5 minutes long. So yes, key points. Okay, I will finish this video right now. Key points. Do not, if you want to stop, if you want to slow down your life perception, stop throwing out your time in a black fucking hole. Stop consuming media content, let's say. In general, stop consuming media. Stop reading fiction books. Just be more mindful. Because the thing is, like, once again, when you do all of these things, you're not mindful. You have zero thoughts, okay? Yes, so other key points. Do not play video games, because that shrinks your life perception in a very huge amount. And the third key point is that the content, even self-improvement content, is a stream of garbage in general, and there are some golden pieces which you will find eventually. Like, if you are lucky, you will find it right away, okay? But you will find it anyways, you just need to be persistent, I believe. More persistent than any... like, yeah, there is a stream of garbage, and there are people who look for gold. Let's say there are 3 people who look for gold. One of them will quit after 5 minutes because he will get bored and he's just, I don't know, whatever, silly. Another one will stick around for some time, maybe he will even find something, some little piece, and he will be glad with it and he will quit. But the third one will stay till the end and he will gather all the gold he needs, okay? So, because he's the most persistent. So guys, do not play video games and be persistent. that is the final summary. Okay, goodbye.